And here we have the before shot of my sewing room. It's a mess. Can I do it? Well, did a little bit, and I lost my mojo.
Is this a look? Could go to town looking like this, maybe. Time to blow dry my hair. So, good morning. Today is Tuesday the 4th of October, and yeah, so this is probably my first day of vlogging or Vlogtober. Yesterday I did a bit of footage and I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. So this morning I got up, had my cup of tea, and then I went, what did I do? Did my exercise, had a little bit of a clean up. I'm trying to sort out my sewing room. I got a bit frustrated because there's just not enough room for everything. So I think I'll just shelve that for the second. I've done a little bit, put a few things away. And I'm going to head into town now. So I'll take you with me to town. I don't know, I want to go and have a look at the op shops. I'd like to go to the library. I worked there for 12 years. And yeah, so I'd like to go to the library, maybe get some books out on spinning. Yeah, so, and I might go to 10 Talents too, because I'd like to get some more of that white roving, that Corriedale that I had in my podcast, because I'm running out. And yeah, I'd like to do some more dyeing. Yeah, so without further ado, we'll get going. It's patchy weather. It's still a little bit grey, but I think it is going to fine up, so we'll see how we go. And I'm going to take my lace and fade boxy out because, well, I put it on yesterday for the podcast yesterday, but yeah, that was the first time I put it on, so today I'm taking it out for a trial run. We'll see how it goes. Right, we're in town, so towards where I live. It's pretty grey, and then that way towards the beaches is sunny, so hopefully. Car park's nearly empty. I'm surprised. School holidays. Oops, that's my finger.
Right, I just thought that I would go into a second-hand shop and have a look for a bookshelf. I always come in here and just check every now and then, make sure that, yeah, just see whether they've got anything new. I hope you guys don't get seasick my walking around.
I'm gonna get a digger.
Now it's good because it's all soft.
Yeah, it's really muddy. It's a bit muddy.
It's really, really quiet in town. But that's good because I like it like that. I don't like too many people around. It's usually a lot busier. I know, maybe people have gone away for the school holidays. Oh, nice. The shop's actually quite nice. They're all like seconds and overruns, although the windows could do with a clean. Oh, she's not open yet. Oh, that poor plant. Right, we're heading up here to the Salvation Army. My mum had one of these. It's kitchen scales.
It's been used because of the range it's been used osmosis, so since it's been there, we've been speaking to it. So at least it's getting root. Yeah.
It was so nice.
Yeah, you
I'm so happy.
yes, we're at still
I'll
at
see you later.
Right now I'm heading to the town library, which is the H.B. Williams Memorial Library, just around the corner here.
We're coming up to the library
See if
now.
we can get there. Yep, it's in the distance. Man, this camera just swings side by side. So our library has a really good selection of knitting and craft books. There were a few on spinning, but I found they weren't really particularly helpful. So yeah, I didn't take any spinning books home, but I did grab a couple of knitting pattern books, which were really lovely. Right, we're heading off to the hospice shop now, just waiting at the pedestrian crossing or at the intersection, and yeah, we'll have a little look in there. I always love to have a look at these shelves or displays because there's always little bits and nicks and knickknacks and things for sewing, and you get some treats. Lovely. Well, I've been through town and I've just reviewed some of my footage. It's a bit dodge. I didn't even record in the library. I thought I'd pressed record, but obviously I hadn't recorded, so I don't know what happened there. I'm just useless. So anyway, I even recorded when I went into the second, so the two op shops that I went into, none of that recorded. So I don't know. There's someone coming. Wait for them to pass. So that was a bit weird, but anyway, I'll have to double check. Maybe the footage is there somewhere. So in the hospice shop, I got these silver spoons for 50 cents. So I got 3 of them. And I also got, it's pretty heavy, a cast iron skillet for $5. Let's put that in the bottom. Oh, crikey. And then at the Salvation Army, which was one of the first ones I went to, I got that. So that's the top part of the spinning wheel. $4. And then at the town library I got this, and she's the lady that designed the frog that I'm knitting at the moment. And I also got that. So something fun to go on with anyway. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to 10 talents and hopefully it records. And I'll try and angle my camera up a little bit higher. I seem to be angling it too far down at the ground. Can't get good cameramen these days. I don't know. So yeah, and then maybe I might drive to the beach afterwards and do a shot of the beach. You can see the beach. If it's warm enough, I might take my shoes off and go for a walk in the sand. We'll see. So we will head over now. Hello. Good morning.
buttons here.
Buttons here. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Hello. And I was in here yesterday. I was going to bring them in yesterday.
I'll have a browse. I'm going to grab some.
Oh, you're
Please,
replacing
shortly.
buttons.
Thank you.
Well, Phil does them, makes them.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
this is cute.
But, here.
This is so cute.
Yes,
Lovely
the
face.
yeah. So that Wendy Morrow needs to be told, because she's the one that does the accounts or something.
Yeah. Yeah, well what I'll do is take a note from you and put them out the back with attention Wendy on them.
Yes, that'd be.
Because Wendy, we're different every day.
Oh, I realise that. Yes, I know that. Just like people on every day.
Yeah.
But I was going to drop them off yesterday. Shall we leave it out there for you?
Sit down what you need.
Let's have a quick look in here. It's gorgeous.
Buttons and your name.
Right. That's done that for you. And I'll put this out on the table. Okay, I'll leave a note for her and let her know. I'll put
Yes.
those out the back.
No, that's fine. It's
Okay.
just that I did come in just.
So that's the item number we're
all
talking
around
about.
saying,
Yeah, so it's eight, it should be 8-8. Very good.
That's fine.
Thank you, no worries.
Yeah, so,
Actually, I'll go to the
oh, thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
Yeah, same to you. Nice to see the sun.
I won't be a minute, I'll just put these out.
You're
there.
fine.
Right, we still looking or we ready
I
to?
think I'm sorted now.
So we're home. And I thought I'd tell you about some New Zealand delicatessen. This is hot chips. And the irony of it is they come from a bakery, but they're nicer than the fish and chip shop across the road. And then I also got, these are real bad for me. This is a mince pie. Now, if you're in the UK, you probably think of a mince pie as one of those revolting sweet things that you have at Christmas time that's full of like minced fruit. But we think of a mince pie as minced beef and gravy in a pie. I'll take a photo. It's delicious. So I'm going to have my lunch. I stopped at the Four Square, which is just like a little convenience store. I can't be bothered going to the supermarket today. I stopped there and I got something for our tea, a rolled chicken and some bread. And I got, I don't really drink much coffee anymore since I've changed medications. It makes me a bit shaky. But this stuff is not as strong as the plunger that I used to do. So, and I don't normally drink
my coffee with milk. Pardon me, I've got the burps now. So, but it's nice, caramel latte. So I figured if I can have one a day, it's nice. So I got my roving from 10 Talents, and so you can see that, and it was $60 for a kilo, but also this darning mushroom, and it says, crikey, I can't read it in the dark, Blackwood. Isn't it lovely? So yeah, that's today's mission. So now I'm going to eat my treats. I'm going to have a look through the books that I got from the library and think about what else I would like to get achieved today. So I'll tune in a little bit later. Bye. Just thought I'd bring you out and show you this garden, because I have discovered that my rose is flowered. It's got a couple of blooms on there. Usually gets a bit paler than that. It's called Moon Dance. And it's just beautiful. I bought this rose and that one about 2.5 years ago when my partner Evan had a heart attack and I was staying at a motel at Waikato Hospital while he was having his emergency surgery. And then I thought I'd just show you, whoops, it's a bit of a mess out here. So this afternoon I actually got out, I've just bought a weed eater. We got these garden beds put in, must have been March. This whole area used to be vegetable garden and it was too hard for me to manage with my health. So Evan bought these garden beds for me for Valentine's Day. And the plan's always been to put weed mat down around the sides and everything and put bark over it, but we just haven't done it yet. So naturally the weeds just grow. And of course we don't actually mow our lawns, we pay someone to come and do it. Best money ever spent, I tell you. So a couple of weeks ago I bought a weed eater or a line trimmer, not sure what you guys would call it. It's just an electric one, and that means that the areas that the lawnmower man doesn't do, we can do. So I've just done all this. I'll rake it tomorrow. It's our lemon tree. There's star jasmine there, which I transplanted. And down here my daughter has planted her sunflowers, so they're going to look beautiful. So if you look at this vegetable garden, you can see that it's quite low, and that's because that was all just topsoil from here and from the new deck extension. So the plan is to get some compost to top it up. So I've just been putting cardboard in there to suppress the weeds, and I've been throwing any of the old potatoes from the supermarket that have sprouted. I've just thrown them in here in the interim. This side here is the same, it needs to be weeded. I'll do that tomorrow. Probably looks like the weather's going to be fine tomorrow. And this side I had put compost on this side, and I'm growing a few veggies on this side. I've got a passion fruit here which looks like it's getting eaten by something, and I'm going to put the trellis up the wall behind it and grow the passion fruit on there. What we'd like to do is actually have a fruit tree between each garden bed, but we'll see how we go. Just thinking, so that's where our compost is over there. Well, it's a big compost. We've got another little compost bin. So you can probably hear the squelching. That's the how much rain we've had. So this is a peach tree, Golden Queen. It's already blossomed. And this is our plum tree, Black Doris plum. And then behind that's another peach. An orange tree, and then over there is the elephant heart plum. Down here is, this is all used to be a picnic table, but it has started to get really rickety, so we pulled it apart, and I'd like to cut it up and maybe make some rustic planters, so that could be something. These are some hebe bushes that died when Evan got a little bit too excited with pruning them out the front. And we tried putting them through the mulcher, but they're like so hard. This is all mulch that we did. This here is a garden I created, but I just didn't really think about it, and unfortunately in the summer when most of the plants are flowering, the trees are really leafy, so you know they've got no leaves in the winter. And it's too dark, so I'm going to reduce what I've got in here and still keep some things, but stuff that really needs a lot of sun, won't worry about it. That came down from that tree. It had rotted in last really bad wind we had, so I've got to sort that out as well. Oh look, got some rhubarb. Those are irises, so it's all very weedy in here. Very hard to maintain when you're not feeling well, but where there's a will, there's a way. So I've just had a look at the weather forecast for the next couple of weeks, just to try and plan out my days. Yeah, and there's farmland. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Very lush. I'm sure they'll probably have some sheep or cows in here grazing soon. That's the other thing too, is that when they had cows they would lean over the fence and eat my plants. And then we get a lot of farm weeds too, they blow over. So yeah, so that's what we've got happening here. So hopefully you'll see some updates on the state of this. I feel quite enthused. This is Scabiosa. Isn't that beautiful? What else have we got? Echinops. There's another iris there. Old tub which I was going to be growing stuff in, you know, green plants. This is actually, this tree I actually broke a piece off and I used that to make my witch's broom the other night. I was the Wicked Witch of the East at our quiz night. Some winter roses under here, so it just all needs a good tidy up. So I'll get in under here and do that. I'm going easy on myself. No point getting upset about stuff. We put this shed up this year too, and then we really wanted to the weeds growing through this couch. So this was an old outdoor furniture, and we used to have this in the house. And the plan was to actually coat it with marine varnish and use it. So we'll just see if it hasn't got too damaged. It's only been out here a couple of months. When we get the cover up over that very soon, we'll be able to we might want to use it again, we'll see. No stress. I've got a couple of deer antlers here, so I was thinking about doing something with those. All this has come from the old framing and from the new deck, so that's all got to be stashed underneath the deck. So you can see there's the antlers there, so I'm doing something with that. So we'll see. We will see. Lots to do, but it's going to look really good. This will be good documentation for me. I created this little garden a couple of months ago. It's not much. It's got a few weeds in there now I see, but most of it's pretty good. Lavender there. Oh, let's get rid of that. Oh, Great, I didn't get that all out, did I? These posts are going to go up about 2/3 of the way over the deck. So the whole deck won't be covered, but it'll be covered from the house back. And then we'll probably have an outdoor fireplace along here somewhere. It's going to be beautiful. So yes, lots of plans, lots of plans. I'll be able to sit out here and be all nice and shaded from the hot sun. Olive tree. So there's just lots of half done stuff, but we'll get there soon. I bought those a few weeks ago. They look quite pretty. That's going to be our laundry when we finally get an electrician to come in and do the wiring so the guy can do the rest of the work. But anyway, all this mess. My partner works in the bush and everything gets covered in mud. So that will be tomorrow's job. Tomorrow's another day. Look at that. Check that out. Drying nicely. I've got to go and get my second one out of the wash, which I'll do now. Wow, that was a big day. Well, kind of. I'm just gone to bed and I'm just so sore. Oh, man. Anyway, I think what we'll do with this vlog is